you are highly welcome. Today I'm going to treat this question that I normally get. If you have any question, you can send it to me and then I will do my best to answer it. There is no need making video on the area that I think that are relevant, whereas you have one or two questions in your mind to ask. I'm not an expert, but I will always do my best. One thing that I like doing is to bring down the question or the answer for our own understanding. I've seen that most of the time people are left behind. I want to answer questions in the way we communicate every day. Thank you. And today I'm going to treat a question that says, he is asking the question from the book of 1 John 2:15. And that place says, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone love the world, love of the Father is all in them. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life comes from not from the Father, but from the world. And now the question says, how do we live in the world that we don't love? How do we pursue what you want to pursue without love? You see, there must be a communication of love for us to enjoy this world. So he is literally asking, how do we marry these things together? If you don't love the world and you are not dying tomorrow, how do you tackle it? How do you be a good Christian and also exploit this world? I kind of rephrase the write-up because it was very long. I have to compress it. I will be answering the question from the book of 1 Corinthians 2. If you read from verse 10 to 16, John, his writings are more divine, or trying to explain things from the spiritual world. St. Paul has done much good work trying to explain those things for us. So for the people of Corinth, why you must live your world, live your life connected in the spirit. How do you live in a world and you don't love it? For instance, you see people who love their car. You can't keep what you don't love. You can't even acquire much from what you don't like or love. I will be answering this question from verse 12. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 12. So, and it says, what we have received is not the spirit of the world, but the spirit of who is from God, so that we may understand what God has freely given us. The person without the Spirit does not accept the things that comes from the Spirit of God, but consider them foolishness and not understand them, because they are discerned only through the Spirit. From there where the question is coming from, I repeat there again, do not love the world or anything in the world, because you can't serve two masters the same way. If you can love your spirit more than your physical, you do better. If you are allowed to love your body the way it pushes us to do, then we will really have issues. We Christians, we believe our life is coming from somewhere and is heading somewhere. We believe that this world is a passing place. If we can cast our love and our effort working more for the things of the Spirit, you will have lesser distraction. Number one, it is about where we are coming from and where we are going. It's not of this world. Number two, how do you understand the things of the Spirit if you just love the things of the world? But I must be very frank with you. It does not mean you shouldn't pay attention to the things of the world. It's two quite different things. You pay attention to Satan when he's bluffing, but you are not running after him or trying to, take every word of Satan dear to your heart. The children you have at home, they occupy a certain place, certain kind of place in your heart. But there are other children out there, not in your own house. People's children, they also occupy a certain kind of place in your heart, no matter how you pretend. There will be those whom you love and there are those whom you like. But when you love the things of the world, nothing comes first again. John is literally telling us that our world is in heaven. Our hope is in heaven. We should be curious over the things in heaven or in the spirit. Because if you understand the spiritual thing, it gets the doors of the physical open. I will do another video on how to navigate your spiritual life. This is a video I've been writing. I've been trying to do it, but it's too long. I don't want to make any long video. Back to what we are saying. Trying to answer, how do you handle this as a Christian? Here in this world, we the Christians are almost failing out of the system. Because wherever your heart is where your life is. So the more you love the things of the spirit, the more you love the things of the heaven, the more you can understand better whom you are, what you're supposed to do here on earth. We are really passing by. Another point here is that for you to be unshakable, you must anchor your faith on the things above, the things you do not see, because every other thing perishes. Because if you love the things that perishes, your love has no root. Okay, today now I'm making this video is November 2020. They just finished the election. You see a lot of Christians kind of put their hope on Donald Trump. But now he's out of seat. Will your faith be lost? A lot of Christians kind of see him as a Messiah. Now he's gone out of seat. He's no more there. So our faith and our hope should be beyond what we see. Because you cannot put your faith on things you do not love. And that space holds only one thing first. And that thing is your spiritual life. Because when you love God, your spiritual life will be connected to Him. You say, do not love the world or things in the world. If anyone love the world, the love of the Father is not in them. If you love the things of the world, you are gonna get confused. If you love the things of the world, you will be disappointed. It will mess your life. So I pray that whoever that I'm talking to be wise like a serpent and be calm like a dove. For you to study this word, you have to be wise. That is why the book of Solomon is very relevant to every Christian life. So setting your eyes on the things above will help the matter. While you are alive, live it well. I made that video. I will still post it soon. The difference between joy and happiness is that joy is divine. Happiness is the things you see. Joy gave birth to happiness. Without the things you see, you will still be doing wonderfully. But if your hope and your love all based on the things you see, you are gone. May God help us and may God see us through. And you, my viewers, thank you for sticking and for subscribing and supporting and sharing this channel. Continue to like, help me grow this channel, and I will be much grateful to you. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye.